I've got people who ask me all the time, I'm not pre-approved yet, and I don't know how much I'm going to be able to spend, but I think this is my price range. First of all, you do need to talk to a lender, a mortgage lender first, before we shop for a home. There's just no point in us going out and looking at homes without knowing exactly how much you can afford. Now, affordability is not just the price of the home. It also includes insurance, your taxes, if there's an HOA involved, any additional price charges that may come along with that. So I like to tell my clients, you know what, if you have an exact idea of what you want to spend on your mortgage, which is going to include taxes and your insurance, and possibly mortgage insurance, right? If you know I want to spend $2,200 a month, no more, then we need to have that conversation with your mortgage lender, and you say, hey, this is the most of what I want to spend. In my experience, a lot of people end up getting pre-approved for more than they want to spend. So having that idea in mind when you get your pre-approval is great. I like to call it working backwards, because then your mortgage lender can say, okay, if you want to spend $2,200 a month, you shouldn't spend any more than X. And that's really helpful for when we're out looking at homes, because if you are a first-time home buyer and you're planning on asking a seller for help with your closing costs, for example, we need to have that buffer range of potentially what we need to be looking at so that we have a little bit of buffer to potentially write in those closing costs, as not all sellers are willing to just give the money out of their net proceeds for your closing costs. It depends on the market, depends on the price range. Right now in Yakima, we're seeing about 50-50. 50% of the time we can get a buyer to pay your closing costs, and about 50% of the time you're either bringing your closing costs or we're writing them into the sale price. If you have any more questions about this, please feel free to call or text me at 509-406-2128 and visit my Stan store for further information and free guides. That's stan.store/Amy Mabe. Have a great day.